They found him sitting on his throne, his eyes wide open, but he was not breathing. His lips were cracked. His skin was gray. His mouth was full of blood. No one knew how he died, but everyone knew why. The king was a wicked man. His name was King Lum. He ruled our land with cruelty. He did not care about his people. He only wanted more gold, more food, and more power. He took whatever he wanted. If anyone refused him, they disappeared. I was just a boy when it happened. My father was a fisherman. He caught fish from the great river. One day, the king's men came. They took all my father's fish and did not pay him. My father was angry, but he did not say a word. That night, he told my mother, "If I do not fish, we will starve." The next day, my father went back to the river. He caught many fish. But before he could leave, the king's guards came again. This time, my father begged, "Please, leave some for my family." The guards laughed. "You dare speak against the king?" They took him away. My father never returned. I grew up in fear. We all did. Every family had lost someone to the king's cruelty. But one day, something changed. A woman came to the village. She was old, with deep lines on her face. She walked with a staff made from black wood. She knocked on every door and whispered something to the people inside. When she reached my home, she looked at me with sad eyes. Then she spoke to my mother. "It is time," she said. "The king must pay." That night, a storm rose from nowhere. The wind howled through the trees. The river swelled. The ground shook. And from the shadows, the people moved. I did not see what happened inside the palace, but I heard the screams. I saw the torches burn. I saw the sky turn red with fire. By morning, the palace was quiet. The king was found alone on his throne, his body stiff, his mouth full of blood. Some say the people killed him. Some say the river swallowed his soul. Some say the old woman was no woman at all. No one spoke of King Lum again. But when the wind howls at night, the elders say he is still screaming, still begging for mercy, the same way my father did.